Yo guys, what's going on? It's your boy FT Wally bringing you another audio commentary, and this is just off the top of the dome. Nameless posted a question on Twitter that really got me thinking. That question is, should G-sliding be taken out of the game? And if so, is it for a personal reason, or is it, just because you think it's unfair, etc., etc.? I personally, different, from what everyone else was saying. A lot of the pros, it seemed like, really wanted to get G sliding out of this game. I do it a couple times in this game, not very often, because I just started playing this game again. I figured it out recently, and it's actually really hard to do. It takes some time to master it. Essentially, what it is you jumping in the air, holding down the slide button, and before you hit the ground, holding A, and like you'll go flying forward. It's crazy. And the reason why I personally think that the G slide should be kept in the game is because it adds another skill aspect to the game. I've always been one. Call of Duty 4 is a huge example of this. There were crazy lines of sights in Call of Duty 4 that like you would only know if you played the game for hours and hours and hours. And so that's one of the reasons why I really, really, really like that game, is because, there was a huge skill gap between good players and bad players. And at that time, not everyone had a scuff. Not everyone had, actually almost no one had a scuff. And not everyone had, I don't even think scuffs were out, actually. But very few people had Turtle Beaches. So those of us, the three-piece. So those of us like me who bought Turtle Beaches to get ahead of the competition actually was ahead of the competition. And Black Ops 2, I think, is when they took out Footsteps, or maybe they put them back in Black Ops 2, but they took them out at some point where you could be able to sound whore people with Dead Silence. And so that made it a lot easier to be good at the game. You throw on Dead Silence and no one can hear you, so it really doesn't matter if you have a Turtle Beach headset or not. Almost like a pay to win, but not really. And so with the whole wall running thing, I honestly believe that has affected this game a great deal. Those of us who know how to control the wall run and be able to get kills wall running and be able to maneuver the map in a fast way, those of us who can do that now are better than those who cannot. And another thing is that G sliding is, because it's so difficult, I feel like it adds another skill aspect of the game. Those who can G slide, especially in Search and Destroy, will automatically be better or more likely to win than those who cannot G slide. In this case scenario, I would say that because it's so difficult. Now, if it was super easy, then all it would do is make the game more random. I don't know why I didn't say B here. That was so dumb. So dumb. Oh, man, I'm looking back at this like, why did I do that? This is a gameplay I got. Anyway, stay on topic, Kyle. Come on, sorry. I have ADHD. So, back to G-sliding. That is why I think G-sliding should be in the game. I think it actually makes, obviously at the pro level, though, everyone's going to be able to know how to G-slide. You're not going to be able to be a pro without knowing how to do it. So I could see why they may not think it's a good thing. But for a player who's playing game battles, I think it's a huge thing to separate me from, the average Joe playing game battles. Is if I can G-slide and he can't, I totally thought I killed him. But if I can G-slide and he can't, I'm going to have a greater chance of winning. And so it kind of like separates the crop a little bit. If you can't G-slide, you're probably not going to win as many games as those who can. And so that's basically the whole point of this video, is that it doesn't really have it, like, it affects the game negatively on the pro level because everyone can G-slide. And so all it does is change change the map a little. Like, it changes the timing, and which eventually they'll get used to. I don't know really why they're complaining all that much. But, maybe I haven't played as much competitive as they have, so maybe it does really negatively affect the game. I just haven't seen that. I've seen it only help the game in the fact that the better players will now be better and the worst players will be worse. This is just a pretty fire. I get shot in the back. Almost turned on this guy. Oh, sorry about that. Give me a second. Ooh, that's really loud. Anyways, that's pretty much the entirety of this game. Oh, no. So I went to press the back button. I went 30-something and 10, I think, or 30 and 11 in the first half. This ended up being a 70-kill game play with only 20 deaths. So the second half will be on here. But that's all I got to say about G-sliding. to wrap it up, I think anything that makes it
Wasted.
easier to be better at the game is a bad thing, and harder to be good at the game a good thing, as long as it's not too difficult. But yeah, that's been your boy FT Wally. Please leave a like, comment, rate, and subscribe. As always, check out the bot channel that will also be in the link in the description. Do I get a kill? No, I don't. Anyways, peace.